jump back into game. I'm just kidding, of course, guys. I love wings. Those wings. Actually, I love all
hot
wings. I love hot wings. Yeah. Wings that make you fly and make you do amazing stuff.
How hard was that really, by the way?
The hot wing challenge?
Yeah, the hot wing challenge.
They are very spicy.
Yeah?
Yeah, they are. They are legit spicy. Like, most people don't want to eat them.
At what point did you know you had lost that game?
I actually thought I was going to win it all along. Like,
really?
all I thought is, like, I just have to focus on not eating them all before I win the game. And then I was like, cool. Oh, okay, this guy is going back. He's giving me time. And then suddenly there were like 20 Widow Mines. And they blew up my Void Rays and Immortals. And I was like, wow. Are you telling me that I actually just ate all the wings and I'm going to lose this game? Like, that was a scenario I didn't have in mind. For the people who are wondering, what on earth are we talking about? For WCS America Season 2 last season, we made some fun videos. And one of the fun videos was the Roddy Hot Wing Challenge, where I tried to eat 12 boneless blazing hot wings from Buffalo Wild Wings, which are pretty damn spicy, while playing a StarCraft 2 ladder game and not being able to clean my hands other than, you know, with my fingers or whatever. So it was kind of gross, but it was very fun. And I ate all the wings. I was also not allowed to drink any water or eat anything else during that series. I ate the wings, but I did not win the ladder game.
Keyboard's not still here, is it?
No, the keyboard is clean. That keyboard did not die. Either way, it was a forge opening over here for top. Oh, and he's actually gonna... Wow, that's... Okay, this is
a pocket.
Man, he made that look easy.
That's the QB probe right now.
Poor Xigua is like, man, that last game I had that probe on patrol for the entire time. I actually think this is not... he's putting quite a few drones. He still has 10 in the main. I guess it's sort of okay. So one cannon one cannon is not going to be enough, but with that one cannon, what he will do is provide coverage for his second and third cannon to go up.
That's actually really
I don't
cool.
think that Xigua should let this hatch finish. If I was him, I would just like cancel the hatch and build it somewhere else. Just be like, you know, this is 450 minerals. If this cannon finishes up as well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna cancel. Yeah, okay, he cancels. He will allow top to at least cancel one more cannon. So that frees up some extra minerals over here for top.
Yep.
And that allows him to drop his Nexus even before the first hatchery is down. So this is still a successful opening here for top. Everything he could have wished for, everything he wanted.
Yeah. You know, he didn't even have to finish that second cannon. Ultimately, well, we'll see what happens over here, but Xigua with a queen and 6, 7 lings will be able to take out that cannon because it's already exposed. I think 3 maybe can hit it at a time.
Yeah.
And so he can take his natural there without too many losses, especially if he can bait a few cannon shots on the queen. But no, he's going to opt to just take it on the low ground and instead invest into those drones.
Top is the type of Protoss player. Oh, he made it. No, he thought about it. And he's like, I'm not going to do it. I wonder why. Maybe he realized he just doesn't have money for it. It would be too big of a commitment. It's also a big risk. Now he's going to reposition his pylon. He's still going to try, but no, this time he cancels. Kind of surprised. Still 50 minerals that he's wasting there, and he's slowing down some additional stuff he could have been building. Either way, good news for top. State of the game is that he still has this cannon and these 2 pylons over here in his natural. Xigua's economy is slowed down, but while I say that, we see 9 drones being transferred over here to the gold base. And 9 drones, well, they're going to skyrocket that economy from Xigua. How's top going to follow this up? Is he going to utilize this pylon and this cannon that he still has over here in the natural? Of course, you know, when you start warping in zealots, and it can be very annoying for a Zerg player to deal with. But it's also you're putting yourself all in, because that means that you don't have any great tech at home. Most likely you'll cut some economy as well.
So overall, I mean, at this point, he's just going to be chronoing up some probes while the gases go down for Xigua. I'm curious to see what Xigua's going to be able to do, that he's got that gold base. You know, he hasn't taken it in the past when we've seen him play so far on Habitation Station. And, well, like I said, and like we've seen, he loves lings. And you can certainly make a lot of them when you have gold, so...
True, true.
See, Kevin.
The extractor is kind of late, so in general, his gas is going to be very late once more. Wouldn't be surprised if he skips it again and just goes up straight to roaches, which is a really funky playstyle. And I'm still not sure if I'm particularly a fan of it, but then again, who am I to question Xigua? He has 100,000 times more experience with this build than I do. Here goes the roach wind down, so he's going to rely on roaches to keep this base alive, and he may succeed in doing so.
I think you're right. It's one of those strategies that that probably has a weakness, but Xigua's not like the best player in the world, so people aren't specifically trying to study for that that exact. Wow, that Zealot gets away with 3 hit points actually.
Yep, and took down 4 Zerglings in the process. This Stalker is also being annoying, at least getting some HP down on this Queen. It's gonna make it a little easier. Of course, the Robo is already going down in the main base for top. Sentry Immortal all-in is the most logical follow-up. Layer already going down for Xigua. And now he is starting Zergling speed, and that's surprising. I guess he doesn't want to, you know, run around with slow roaches over here, as long as he doesn't have these bases. Oh, and he picks up that creep tumor as well. That's really nice. These small pickups are actually really important. I think that top is putting himself in a pretty good position over here.
I'm wondering if Xigua is going to go. We've seen him in the past use some roachling play, and especially when he opts to get for speed, it can really be a push. And this is a map where your third is fairly exposed. And top has gone for all this early game aggression, so maybe he's teching really hard behind it. And the answer is he's actually gone for a Warp Prism upgrades and more gateways. So Xigua could be in for a bit of a surprise, but he'll probably have a lot of units in order to deal with the pressure that top can put on.
There's no way that top is just going to sit back and he's like, ah, okay, I'm 2 bases, you're 3 bases, let's just macro up. It's been too big of a commitment early on. I do not really understand this Zealot warp in over here. I feel this a complete waste of minerals. He's not going to get a whole lot done. The Warp Prism will survive with 2 HP. I do not understand that follow-up though.
Let's see.
And now he was like, ah, this is my moment, 10 more drones. And after that, he better stop. You don't understand, you have that pylon over here. He didn't use it at all.
This is that, yeah, this is that map where actually Xigua did overdrone last time, so. Here we are, he's gonna finally pick off this cannon and secure a 4th? Top actually doesn't have a 3rd down quite yet, so we've got 4 more gateways on the way actually, and
I think it's like, it's partly a 4, but it's also just a macro hedge. He's like, I'm gonna have that money anyways because of this gold base, so you really do want to have another hatchery, and well, if you can take it in your natural, you might as well, because normally there's already the base there, this time there's not. This is going to be hard for Xigua, don't get me wrong, but I think it is possible. There's only 2 Immortals in his army, is that correct? 2 Immortals against Zerglings and soon overwhelming amount of roaches. I like how he has like 33 Overlord supply as well, so he will be able to spam units like no tomorrow. All he needs is time, set up some sandwich, and then he might be able to go on to the final round and play against Liquid's hero in a deciding game of the day. But it's not over yet, we all know the power of Immortal Sentry. How strong it is against roaches and Zerglings.
It really is, especially if you can nail the force fields that you need, but 3 Spine Crawlers is going to make this so much harder. And this Warp Prism is already very low. Top is going to manage to fall back, force fields cutting off the 3rd, and could he manage to take this out? It's really dangerous with that Warp Prism so low on hit points.
That was not a very successful attempt. I think he lost 2 sentries there, if I'm not mistaken. And also burned some energy. And the longer he waits, the more that this supply count from Xigua is just exploding. He's 49 against 96 right now. 96 army supply, and he's actually stepping on creep. I feel Xigua, this is your moment. On creep, you should be able to get a favorable engagement. He's waiting. Okay, well, I mean, I guess still every second that goes by is a good one. He's making 2 more Overlords. I thought he was never going to be supply blocked, but we somehow reached that point in the game, Kibble.
Yeah, right. All right, moving down the ramp now, and this third's actually really exposed. If he throws down a couple force fields here, he can cut off everything.
There's a chance that Warp Prism is going to die pretty soon as well. A lot of Queens are working on it. The roaches are very well spread out. The Warp Prism lives for now, but with just 2 Immortals, I just don't think that this is going to be enough.
Yeah, he lets Xigua manages to come in from all angles. How do you cut that army up? Well, he didn't actually. He kind of missed every force field. There it is. GG, Xigua moves on.
Wow, that was a surprisingly one-sided series over here. Our Chinese Zerg shows us